Hello Pelican Sound, head golf professional Tim Harris. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving holiday with your family and friends and are looking forward to the upcoming Christmas and Hanukkah holidays. I wanted to take a few minutes of your time today to talk about our new GPS technology, Fairway IQ. Most of you have had the opportunity to see it. It's been installed on our golf carts now for the better part of 3 to 4 weeks. And while admittedly there's been some rough patches with it, some bumps, some things we're trying to iron out, we hope that the Fairway IQ is going to be something that's going to help your golfing experience out there. It also helps us as a staff because it's also used for pace of play tracking, which is always an important thing, as most of you know. So what I wanted to do is kind of show you how it works as we navigate the first hole of river number 1 here. So come along and we'll talk about it a little bit. Okay, so as we leave the first tee on River 1, there's a little bit of a glare on there, so hopefully you'll be able to make out, what we're looking at. But some of the improvements we've made since it was first installed, you'll notice the box on the upper left-hand side has been enlarged, made it a little bit larger for the numbers to be read, which is a big help. That was one of the first negative feedback we got on the system. And you'll notice also that the number is changing. So as we drive down the fairway, that number gets lower and lower. It's giving you yardage to the center of the green, the big number, and then the front of the green and the back of the green, as you see right here with the par of the hole and the handicap. So I'm going to stop in the middle of the fairway here and show you how you can use the toggle that you see right here. See this little yellow circle? If I touch it and I move that around, it changes the distance. So for example, where I'm at right now, if I toggle it up to the bunkers here, it's 39 yards to that bunker from the position that I'm currently in. And then from the bunker, it's 140 yards to the center of the green. So it's kind of like a iPad tablet. You can make it larger or smaller with your fingers just by pinching it in if you wanted to go to certain parts to see. But the yellow toggle, the yellow circle that you see right here, can be dragged with your finger so that you can point it at certain things that are out there, like a bunker or the edge of the water, if you want to know how close the edge of the water is, and it will give you the yardage there. The other thing you can do up here is you can, hit tee distance, so you can see what the tee yardage is from each tee. And also, if for some reason the system didn't automatically update you to the hole that you're supposed to be on, you can hit change course. We're on the river, but let's say you were on Lakes 1 and for some reason it wasn't showing Lakes 1, you can touch Lakes and it would go to the Lakes golf course. So there are some manual things that you can do on here to help you if the system doesn't automatically take you to the hole. So as we now continue on, and I'm going to drive up closer to the green, the system also has what's called geofencing. So it will basically give you a beeping sound if you do drive too close to the green. So as everybody knows, for our handicap flag drivers, we have blue discs out there telling you where to park your cart. If you encroach the green a little bit too closely, as I'm about to do here, we'll go up on here to inside the green. Here we go. It says that I'm in a restricted area, and it's a pretty annoying noise, so it's going to make you want to get out of there right away. So I'm going to exit out of there and get out of that restricted area. So if you have a handicap flag on your cart, please be sure that you stay outside those blue discs or you will get that warning. So those are some of the features here. And also we're going to talk to you about the mobile cart, private cart options coming up now. Okay, so that's just some of the features. There's obviously some other ones. I mentioned earlier how it helps the staff track pace of play. So on the screen there is in the lower right hand corner a spot that shows you what your pace is, and then we can see that as a staff also. Our ranger is going to be having to carry a tablet out there, so they'll be able to see the entire course and how the pace of play is working for all the carts, and we can see it inside the golf shop as well. So one of the nice features also that they have is that you can send a message, and you can also order food and beverage with this system. So that's all coming soon. We're going to kind of roll it out as kind of like a soft opening, so to speak, as we go through December. And then once we get into January and the main season, all of these features are going to be available. But the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the elephant in the room, so to speak, about some of the negative feedback that we've gotten, and that's when you wear polarized sunglasses. Okay, so I have some polarized sunglasses here, And when I put those on and I look at the screen, it appears blank. It's like a black screen, okay? So I'm working with the designers at Fairway IQ to come up with some kind of filter that, or something we can put on the screens to kind of get that so you can see it. In the meantime, a temporary fix, so to speak, if you tilt your head slightly, you can see the screen. I mean, it's not a permanent solution, I understand, but it's something that if you do that, you tilt your head, you can see the screen fine. And the reason for that is the orientation. You know, the filters that are in an LED screen, which these are LED screens, and the filters in your sunglasses kind of cancel each other out. So the orientation, when it changes, you can see it fine. So if I took this landscaped screen and I tilted it and made it more of a portrait landscape, you'd be able to see it. So obviously these are mounted on, we can't do that. So if you tilt your head even slightly, you can see the screen. Trust me, I've done it, and it works. So I mean, that's a temporary solution anyway until we get that all figured out, but we're working on that. And then of course, these are on all our fleet carts. We have 80 fleet carts, but we also have many of you out there with a private golf cart. So if you have a private golf cart, we do have, that it's coming out now, mobile units that you can use. You can see how this is attached to the golf cart. It's magnetically attached here to the golf cart, and the screen functions exactly the same way that the screen does that you just saw. It pulls off here, and it can come also, it's just a unit like this. You don't have to have it mounted to your cart if you don't want to. This is a little holder that they give us, but you can also just kind of put it into your cup holder if you wanted to do that. So we're going to have these options available. What I'm going to ask our private cart owners to do for the month of December, if you'd like to try one out as a demo, please come inside the golf shop and let us know that you want to try one out. And that's how we're going to roll these out and introduce them. Once we get into January, a golf staff member is going to be out there handing these out to people who have basically 2 private carts in a foursome. That way we'll be able to track for pace of play if you're out there. We're probably going to target more of the early groups and some of the later groups into the crossovers in the morning and in the afternoon. And then when you're done, you can just return these mobile units back to the starter, and the starter will get them to us in the golf shop. If you wanted to purchase one of these, you can. There's an availability to purchase, and I'm going to leave all that information attached to this video, so you'll see purchasing information on that. You can get a yearly subscription, or you can just buy it outright from Fairway IQ, but it has all the same features that you just saw on the screen as far as pace of play, yardage, and all the warnings, and also the food and beverage options. So it's basically the same screen, but you can use it mobile, and it attaches right to the cart there. So if you have any questions on the Fairway IQ, please let me know. I know there's been a lot of feedback on it so far, positive and negative, which is a great thing because I take all that feedback and use it to try to help enhance the player experience, which is what it's all about. Everyone knows my email address, or my door is always open in the golf shop, so come by and see us. And thanks again, everybody, for your time.